Good morning. Time for some coffee. Time for some coffee and some drawing. It's 4:55 in the morning. Time to get up. Time to get up and brew some coffee. Already got the coffee brewed. Time to get up and drink some coffee. Mm. Thank you, Lord, for coffee. Mm. I keep doing that. Keep setting my cup on my paper. Get a um, little water ringing on it or something. All right. Now we got a couple of corridors. Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, I was working in this top corner up here. And what I was going to do was make another room. And come have some coffee with me and do a little drawing. I'm sort of looking for what is more aesthetically pleasing than I am an actual, like, really functional dungeon layout, you know? It is what it is. And it's just a game. It doesn't have to, like, actually withstand the elements or anything like that. Although, in the name of gritty realism, a lot of times people will um, try to make their dungeons or their places, their castles, and all that a lot more realistic than what I'm doing right here. What I'm doing right here is just for fun. You know, I'm just kind of um, drawing, dragging the pencil across the paper, which is fantastically therapeutic for some. You know, bring this over here where you can see it better without my hand being in the way. So this part's fun and everything, but it really is better when it comes together. Like when you start filling in stuff with the hatching and inking it in. That's the fun part. Well, that and playing the game. All right, I don't really want this side to look just like that side, so this still looks like it's so far off. Like that's not. It would really have to come all the way here to be equal. How did I do that? I counted yesterday. Maybe I did my math wrong. Would that be a surprise? Oh well. All right. I really like this little spiral thing. Not so much because it's a spiral, but because um, of its uniqueness to a dragon, to a dungeon. You know, I mean, they always have like rooms, and the rooms, have secret doors and corridors and all that kind of thing. But they don't often have a very long and twisted spiral. So let's see, what can I do different over here? Um, how about an octagon? This is like an arena right here. People have to come and fight. Because of that, we'll make the entrance right here. And so, give me some ideas. I still got to do this part over here. What would you like to see added into the map? Just to kind of break up the space a little bit, I'm going to add a couple little squares right here. They could be large columns that hold up the. That should be right there. This could be large columns that hold up the ceiling, or it could be pillars or platforms or just what do you call those things? Kind of barricades, not barricades. Cover, like, so if somebody comes into the arena to fight, of course they've got to have another entrance to come into. Like somebody's got to be able to come from over here. And it seems to me to make sense that over here you would have a series of rooms or cages for the monsters to dwell in until it's time for their battle. But how many? Of course, they could come from this direction as well. So let's do. Let's do it this way. This is going to go all the way to here, and then go this way. And I think that because this is only 5 feet, and some of these monsters might be really big, we're going to widen this, make it 10 feet. Well, if this is 10 feet, this needs to be 10 feet as well. Ideas, anybody? What you want to see? I was actually going to make this like 5 feet, and then the next room would line up with this room, but I didn't, not able to do that. So, but we will make these like 15 by 15. I mean, yeah, 15 feet by 15 feet. These are for the really big monsters right here. Keep doing it. And then this side over here for smaller monsters. What kind of monsters go in these little cages? Those of y'all that are committed to the lore of Dungeons and Dragons, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms for that are 10 foot by 10 foot. So I suspect they'll take a small to medium, monster. These are 15 by 15, so they'll take a medium to large. How many squares does a large monster take up? Here. We will consult the manual, the monster manual. Size categories right here. Can you see that? All right. So, a medium size monster will fit in a 5 by 5 section. Large is 10 by 10. Huge is 15 by 15. So, yeah, I don't think a huge would fit in to the little. I mean, it would fit in there, but you wouldn't be able to get it in there or get it out with the 10 by 10. Of course, you wouldn't be able to get a large one in there either because the door is only 5. Hmm. We'll have to change that up a little bit. We have to change that up a little bit. Let's make, instead of doing hallways like this, we'll expand and put actual gates like that. And that way it's now 15 by 20. See this, my original intent for this map was just to draw and make stuff up as I go along and not worry too much about rules or anything like that. And you don't have to, like I didn't have to do that. I could have just gone with what I had, kept it simple. But it was also fun to get the book out and consult the book. Alright, I'm going to make these 3 the same way. With bars. And we'll leave these like this. That way, they're for smaller. So this might be from large to medium. Sorry, small to medium or tiny to medium. Medium, large. Wait a minute. So I don't have any place for extra large. That's alright. Could do this one right here. But then we have another problem. And that is that this hallway is only 10 feet wide. And so getting a creature that's this large down this hallway and out this side would be difficult. Alright. This is not heavily planned out. And you can also think of this as like a rough draft. If there's anything that I've done here, when I'm done, if I want to change it, I can redraw the whole map. Because I like drawing. And that would be okay. We need a dining hall. And we'll make it sort of a grand entrance. And off to the side, down here on this end, we will put a fireplace. Over here on this end, we'll put some large swinging doors. And over here will be like the kitchen. Yeah, so I want a whole nother route with this dungeon this morning. Like over here, it was all just strictly drawing and dungeoning and what have you. But over here, I'm like getting into aspects of a real place, like uh, an arena, cages for that arena, a dining room. Let's see, a large dining room table. This dining room table looks small, sort of, but don't forget these are 5 feet, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet by 10 feet. This is a huge table. And you can get a person sitting in a 5 foot space. So this will hold 5 people on each side. One person at the head of the table, one person at the bottom of the table. Um, yeah, and so this is the kitchen. So we'll put another stove or fire pit over here. Fireplace. This is the sort of where the opening would be on the inside, and this is the flue. Is that what the chimney? One of my favorite limericks was about the flue of a chimney. It's not really about the flue, but it included the word flue. It was a flea and a fly. Um, I don't remember how the limerick went. A flea and a fly and a flue were trapped, so what could they do? The flea said, "Let us fly." The fly said, "Let us flee." So they flew through a flaw in the flue. I think that was pretty accurate. I can't believe I remembered all that. If you have any limericks appropriate for children, leave them in the comments. Please keep them appropriate. All right. So what kind of shenanigans are going to happen? All right, we got an arena. We got a dining room and kitchen. These could potentially be bedrooms. This is just crazy. This is the guest area. That's what we'll call that. And so wonderfully, or it could be the master bedroom. That would be a really cool 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's a nice big size for a master bedroom with, say, a seating area and a bathroom. Um, and or a walk-in closet and a bathroom. I don't know. Made this up, so who cares? All right, what are we going to do? Go in this direction. Guest bed. What else is in a house? Or so it wasn't originally supposed to be a house. It's a dungeon, but I'm giving it characteristics of a home. So who would live in a mountain? It could be a pyramid. So I've got like rectangular walls, not cave walls. So, oh yeah, we also be kind of nice to have an exit over here, maybe like a secret way out. And a secret door right here. And if anybody was to come into the mountain, come into the house from this direction, they would go down this hallway and like, what is going on? Where's the so what we'll do is we'll put a secret door right here as well. That way this just looks like a foyer to the rest of the building. And also, if this is a master bedroom, there should be a corridor that leads to the outside right here as well. We'll make that a secret door. All right. I need to stop dilly-dallying and get to the get this finished so we can start inking it in, because like I said, that's when it gets really pretty. Y'all gonna be bored with this, whoever y'all are. I got 3 people watching. Y'all say hello. Don't leave. Please don't leave. Just hit that like button and say hello. All right. So what if there were some small guest bedrooms here? By small, I mean 20 by 20. I like, you know, since this is carved out of a mountain, I like the idea that the walls are 5 feet thick. But if the walls are 5 feet thick, then doors can kind of be set in the middle like this. And what I'll do is I'll make it go like, no, I don't want that one that way. Go this way. So it looks like a door. And this one go this way. When I was in college, I had a bedroom, and the bedroom was kind of interesting. It had 3 doors on one side of it, all right next to each other, all kind of equally spaced. And the 3 doors were basically the door that came in and out of the room. Say, like, if this was the room right here, yeah, let's do one right here, like my bedroom. There's a door here, and a door here, and a door here in my room. But we won't do that here, because there's nowhere to go to. That's just a wall. We will leave this one right here, though, like that. We'll make this one go. This is a double door. Um, this is my new symbol for door. I know a lot of people do it differently. Let's see, how do we do it in this one? I think in this one, all of the doors are just like circles, maybe. And if it had a dot, if it was a circle and it was filled, it was locked. Alright, let's see. So, if this corridor keeps going down this way, could potentially get to the... Ooh, you can get to one of these cages. Remember when I played as a kid, my dungeon master would give me a piece of graph paper, and he would tell me what to draw, and he would never really correct me. So, like, if I got it wrong, Oops. Too bad. We'll make this one just to fill in this space over here. Wait, no. Let's go ahead, make that a wall, so it's the same size as those. But we'll give it a secret room over here. Alright, I gotta make a confession. I know that I'm gonna have to fill this in with hatch marks. And I like making the hatch marks. But I don't want to have to do hatch marks for days. So I'm trying to make sure that there's not a whole lot of negative space, which means I need another room right here. I'll straighten some of this up when I so we need some servants' quarters. They're not going to be very luxurious. They're a lot like these cages down here. And over here, see, the guy that had this castle dug, had this lair dug, he was interested in fighting for entertainment and torturing unsuspecting guests. Like, go down this hallway. This is where the bathroom's at. Put the bathroom down here, and that way, I gotta go to the bathroom. Which way? Well, first you're gonna take a right down this hallway, and then a left, and then a right, and then a left, and then a right, and then a left. Keep going till you get to the end. Alright, and then over here. Oh, I got a great idea. Over here, we will have kind of a spa. So people can actually come through this way. I'm going to worry about these doors later. Somebody can come in this way and go into the spa, sort of like a, they're not really aware of the rest of this building per se. And the reason I say spa is because I wanted to create sort of a water feature. Maybe it's not a spa, but there's something here that's just sort of like entertaining, like a big old square right here. And we're going to fill this with so I was thinking, you know, like on this end, water. So all this is like water, and you can come and you can go and you can get into the water. You can sort of set this up like it's a beach or something. No, that doesn't make any sense. Tell me, what do you want to go right here? What needs to go right there? A spa, a beach. Okay, not digging either one of those ideas. But I did want there to be some. Oh, I guess it could be like maybe a temple or a shrine. Six. So right here, if my math is any good, should be the middle. So we will put This is a little device that always comes in handy, a circle maker. We'll put a really large circle right there. In fact, we will make a double circle. This is sort of the wall of the fountain. And this right here will be whatever the centerpiece is, the statue. All right. I feel like we need something in this corner right here. Let's put a circle over there. When all else fails, put a circle in it. And then we can have a hallway that comes off of here. Secret door. Oh, that would be an interesting concept. Have a dungeon where you are, like, say, dropped into a certain room, like teleported, portal, something. I ran out of coffee, guys. Sadness ensues. Anyway, the adventurers are dropped into a room, and for all intents and purposes, the room looks completely bare. Not a door, not a window, nothing. You're just in a 25 by 25 foot cube, and so you want to find a way out, obviously, and so you have to look for hidden doors, and there might be like 4 or 5 hidden doors in the room, and those hidden doors lead to another room, which could be another 25 by 25 cube, or it could be whatever shape. But also in that room there are no doors, just bare walls, and you have to find the secret doors. Now I want to scrap this thing and do my new idea. I'm gonna write this down. Every room has no visible doors, only secret ones. Requires actual problem solving instead of dice rolls. We'll come back to that. All right. I have, for all intents and purposes, finished this page. I filled the page. Now let me make sure all the doors open right. This right here needs to be a secret. We don't want people just wandering off into the dungeon. So if your dungeon required actual problem solving instead of dice rolls, let's say you're in this room and there's no way in or out that you can see. There's a secret door somewhere. Now there could be stuff in the room, and your job is to look at all the stuff in the room and figure out what it is that reveals the secret door. How could you do that instead of rolling dice? If you haven't ever played Dungeons and Dragons before, normally you come into a room, there's a secret door, you can't see it, you roll a dice to see if your perception is good enough to find that door, or your intelligence is good enough to find that door. But what if I described the contents of the room, and that the contents led you to the secret door somehow, some way? Not sure how that would be done. But wouldn't it be more fun than rolling dice? Because essentially, if you're stuck in this room and the only way out is to find the secret door, and you roll an intelligence check to find the secret door, and you don't find it, then what? Right? Then what? Let's go back over here. So this is the arena. There needs to be a entrance right there. Entrance right there. So we're gonna put a door right here. A very large double door. Same thing over here. A very large double door. And you know what? We don't have an entrance over here. Maybe there is no entrance. This is the rest of the mountain. It goes off this way. Let's see. All of these have doors. This has a door. Obviously, these are going to have like little doors. Doors. I don't know about y'all, but it's kind of becoming confusing. But we'll put something here. We could do another cage for sure. We'll make this one for another extra large creature. We'll put some doors right here. Secret door. Door. Lots of secret doors in this place. I like that. I like secret doors. I remember seeing a Dungeons and Dragons map for the first time. I mean, maybe not the first time I saw a Dungeons and Dragons map, but I remember the first time I saw a Dungeons and Dragons map with a secret door. And I think that's what one of the things that just like really attracted me to the game was like, hey, there's secret doors in here. How awesome is that? All right, so I'm gonna take some markers. I'm gonna get into my marker drawer here. I really want an 08 to start with. Here we go, an 08. Ask and you shall receive. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit that thumbs up button. Give it a like. Alright, let's get this over so you can see. And I'm going to draw a line that goes from here to here. Now, I know that I can mess up if I don't use a ruler to do this. But I really love the hand-drawn quality of it. So, I'm not going to use a ruler. I'm just going to try not to mess up. I like the line being slightly jittery. Let's do a door. Alright, let's do this wall. So if this is a door, it needs a, let's see. We're going to do this one down here. Now, once we do this in ink, ooh, this just sort of sets it in stone, don't it? No pun intended. And this last edge down here. I've got work today, so I've got to get going here in just a minute. It's time for my morning walk. That'll start us off. We will ink it in tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at all. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'm going out of town in a few days, so I'm going to try and come back and do another. I'm going to try and come back tomorrow and ink it in and stuff like that. But I think Friday, I might be able to work on it Friday too. But anyway, I'll be out for a couple of days, so I'll see you when I get back. In the meantime, you go make some art, and I want you to take a picture of it. If you do a map, great. If you do a Neurographica, like I did a few days ago, or whatever you do, like please, 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 I beg you, post it on Instagram or Facebook and tag me in it. One of my videos here on YouTube has got, not just one of them, but a lot of my videos on YouTube have a way in the description, have a way to contact me outside of YouTube. So it's got my Instagram down there. It's got my Facebook down there. It's got my email down there, I think. So even if this video doesn't have it, you can find me. Please tag me in a Instagram post or something showing me the art that you have been working on, and let me know you did it while you were watching this, or that you were inspired by this, or whichever video you were inspired by. Contact me. Let's talk. Let's build a relationship um, if we can. So I love meeting new artists and talking to new artists, even if those artists are not professional artists. Maybe you're just a morning drawer like I am. Let me know in the comments down below. Come find me on Instagram, Facebook, etc. And until then, until the next time, go make some art.